Hey everybody, Kim Evans here. Here's another one in the series of things that swimmers need to do to get back into the water or just to be a better swimmer once you're back in. So here I am down on the floor, just a mat behind me today, and we're going to work on our core strength from a quadruped, which is hands and knees position, and then down on the elbows or the forearms and the toes in the plank position. And one of the things that when you're swimming, a lot of people like to use kickboards, but they have a hard time because it makes their back hurt. And partially that is because you have too much of an arch in your back and you're not holding your core tight enough. The other thing you can do is adjust the position of your kickboard, but most of the time it's because that core is not strong enough. And in swimming, this core or this column is the most important thing. It rotates and it is where all of your power is generated, so it's a great idea to do some core work. So get yourself down on the floor in the hands and knees position. This is a very thin mat, so I'm going to pad my knees up just a little bit. So this is called quadruped. 4 things on the floor, hands and knees. So this is a great position here. You can use this as a stretch position. You can round the back, then arch the back, round, tucking the chin, pressing the mid-back up, and then arch and back in. So you're going to feel this moving a little bit, warming that area up, that lumbar spine area, which is good. Doesn't move a lot, but you need to have it nice and warmed up. All right, so here we are. We're going to stretch. I have my right hand. I'm going to stick my left toe out. Right hand out, left foot out. And we're just going to raise up and then down. Up and down. Just like that. Up and down. Let's go 2 more. On this last one, we're just going to hold it up. Hold it. Look straight ahead. And then bring it down. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. So left hand out, right toe out. So on the left leg, if you don't feel like you have enough support on just your knee and your tippy toe, you can bring your toe up a little more. You can lay your foot a little flatter. You can do all those different things. So we're going to lift up and down. So I'm looking over the front of my mat, right there, up and down. 2 more. Last one, hold and stretch. Good job. So that last position that we were in with the opposite hand and leg out, that's called the bird dog. We can switch and do it on the other side. Great exercise. So do that one. If you're ready to challenge yourself a little bit, we can do a bent elbow, bent knee, in and out. Same position, right here, right here. We're just going to come in, out, in, out. 1 more, and then bring it down. We're going to try that on the other side. So bend the elbow and the knee, bring them towards each other but not crossing. They're just coming in and out. 2 more. 1 more. And then down. Good job. So we were doing opposite hand and leg, opposite arm and leg. We're going to try same arm and leg. This is a much harder balance challenge. So if you don't feel like you have great balance, please be careful. So I like to start with my leg up, and then I'm going to lift my hand up. I haven't done this for a while, so here I am. And bring it in. So now I'm going to do it on my non-dominant side And it's going to be much more challenging, so I have to really tighten my core right through here. And then up. And bring it in. So that is a great one. Side balance is pretty challenging. When you get better at it, you kind of can shift your weight more towards center, because I was leaning a little bit on my left side to balance better. All right, good job. Okay, next thing we're going to work on is our plank position. And when we're down in plank, we're going to be in our forearms. Hands are not like this. Hands are going to be apart. We're going to place our palms either like this or like this. Let's put them like this. No, let's put them down like this. So this is our start position. I'm going to back my knees up, and I'm just going to lay down. So here I am right here. Palms on the ground, right here. So toes are curled under. All I'm going to do is lift my knees up. Bam. Perfect plank. Right there. Hold it, hold it. And then gently set those knees down. So that is way easier than trying to be like this and then lift your knees up, because this is what happens. Woo! Nope. So then you have to get all the way down here. So if you start right here with your hips on the ground, looking straight ahead, your legs are stretched out, lift your hips up and lift those knees up, and there you are in your perfect plank. So my shoulders are directly over my elbows, hands are right here. There we are. So in a plank, we're really working those core muscles. They're really working hard to stabilize. Again, that's very important when you swim, because think about it. Here's your legs going like this. Here's your arms going like this. It's all from the core. So we're going to work on a contracting plank. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up into that plank position, and then we're going to contract. So it's like you're going to pull the toes towards the elbows and the elbows towards the toes. They're not going to move. It's a contraction. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds, and then we're going to rest. So here we are. Ready? Up. Contract. So when I contract, my hands come off the ground almost. Hold it. Hold it. Contract. And then down. Did you feel the difference? You don't have to hold a plank for very long. 10 seconds is plenty of time in a contracting plank. I like to call it a super plank. That was 10 seconds rest. Ready? Go again. Ready, lift. Get in your plank. Pull. Pull. Contract. And relax. Good job. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. All right, let's work on some variations of moves that will help you in the water from your plank. We're going to do a body saw. This is a great one for swimmers, still in the plank position, because we're going to go back. We're going to shift back and forward with our shoulders, which is kind of like pull, pull in the breaststroke or butterfly. And so it helps you to have some core strength and some shoulder strength as well. So we're going to start in our plank position, down like this, and I'm going to push back and then come back to shoulders right over the elbows. So I'm going back and to center. Back, center, back, center. So I'm pushing back, shoulders are moving behind, back. Tighten that core. I don't want to see this. Nice and low. And last one, and then down. Good job. Good job. Okay. Take a little rest. That kind of fires up those shoulders a little bit. Now we're going to hold the upper body nice and steady, and we're going to do tap outs with our toes from that low plank position. Remember, hands are always apart. So everybody ready? So this time I'm going to start with my feet close together, right here, and I'm just going to tap out, 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 out. One more, and then down. Good job. So we were kind of isolating our torso and upper body from the movement in our legs. Kept my plank position and got it done. It's a little challenging. All right, so that is a low plank, and you in the facing downward position. So we're also going to work on our side plank, and this one can be quite challenging as well. Roll this out. Okay. So in the side plank, ideally, you are just like this and in a very nice straight line with your legs stacked on top of each other, and my hips are stacked and my shoulders are stacked. So I'm not leaning back, I'm in a straight line. I don't have my feet forward. I have them right here, balanced, and I'm going to come up just like this and then put my hand here or here. And I have to open this chest and roll it up just like that. Okay, so there's lots of ways you can work up to that. You can put your feet 1 foot in front of the other, so now you have a wider base. You can keep this hand down. This hip will come a little forward, but you can keep that hand down for balance. So here's where you're trying to feel it, and then down. If that is still too much, you can keep your top foot extended and bend the back leg. So see how this arm is like this? So now this leg is backwards. So you have something going forward, something going backwards, and it's going to help you balance. So I'm still stacked with my legs on top of each other, but I now have a nice long base that's going backwards, so I'm much more stable. But you're still getting a good workout here. Just like that. All right, we're gonna roll over and do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna start from our modification, and if that's where you want to stay, keep doing that, and we're going to work all the way up to the regular side plank. So remember, the modification is the top foot stays here. I'm going to bend at the knee of the back foot. So there's my foot back there. Laying down, this arm is out here. I'm leaning right over this elbow, hand right here, up, and all the way up. So if this is too hard to do this, you can put your hand here. You can even keep your fingertips here, although it drops that shoulder forward. So either here or here. Hold, 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 and then down. Good job. So we're maintaining that stable core, really hitting this side quite a bit, and we're also bearing much weight on the shoulder, so it's keeping your shoulders strong, getting your shoulders strong. All right, we're going to try it with 1 foot in front of the other. Ready? Here we go. So hand here, or touching the floor. Hold it, and then down. All right, so if you're still doing the leg behind, that's great. You're going to work up to trying to hold that for 10 seconds. If you can only hold it for 5 seconds, that's perfectly fine. Work on holding it for 5 seconds. And then when you feel like you're doing that pretty well, make it 8 seconds and then get yourself up to 10 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do one more. And whatever position you need to be in, here we go. And up. Hold it. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good job. That's it. That's all we need to do for today. So you just worked on some quadruped moves, the bird dog moves, and some plank moves. Try doing those a couple times a week. We've been here for what, a couple minutes? That's all you gotta do. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.